What up, FTMTelevision? It's Sammy, and it's Wednesday. This week's topic is binding. Binding. Well, I do have to say I've been binding off and on since I was 15. I'm 25 now. I've used various methods from duct tape to ace bandages to back braces. A wide variety of different things. I do have to say, duct tape is not pleasant unless you're into the pain that is affiliated with it as it's being pulled off. I myself am not super into that. What else? I've also had experiences with tape where it's has cut me into the sides and has been really painful. So I highly suggest against using tape of any kind. Ace bandages, for me, I find that they often roll or like fall down, so it doesn't really, I can't get it tight enough to where it like stays and sticks. I don't really have a huge chest. But yeah, so currently right now, how I bind, because I'm pre-op, I'm hoping to get top surgery with Dr. Mangubat in Seattle, hopefully this next spring, or when I have spring vacation. Yeah, so currently I'm binding right now. I feel like, I don't know, I don't really have that huge of a chest, but since I've been doing a lot of pull-ups and doing some working out and stuff like that, and my pecs have gotten bigger, and because of it, because of my pecs getting bigger, my chest, my boobs have kind of seem like they've gotten a little bit bigger. But yeah, so I'm binding right now. It kind of just looks like I have pecs a little bit. I think, I don't really know, maybe not. And what I have right now, let's see if this stays up. I don't know how that's gonna work. I am wearing just your average, I think this is Underworks. I don't know, I had a friend, I'm really poor and broke. I had a friend who had top surgery and had 3 binders that he gave me. I kept 2 of them and gave one away to another friend of mine. So I've had these for a little bit. Not bad. Like I said, I don't have really large breasts or anything like that. And it works pretty well. I usually put a tank top over it and then another shirt. Sometimes I really like wearing really tight shirts. And the problem with that is sometimes the binder will show through it, and it's kind of awkward because it sort of kind of looks like I'm wearing a bra. And what else? Yeah, so those are pretty much the main ways I bind. A lot of times I don't bind. I do more so now that I've been on testosterone. I bind a lot more, almost every day. It can get really uncomfortable. It's like constricting to your ribs. It's not necessarily always comfortable, so I don't always bind. And when I don't, I just wear baggy clothes or hoodies and stuff like that. I pass, like even when I'm not binding, I pass most of the time. People just don't notice I have boobs. I don't really know what to say about that. What else? I think that's about it. Biggest thing is if you have a large chest, layering up is always helpful. And I feel like also to remember, like, I feel like the way that my chest is that I feel like men's chests are higher. They're higher up, and that the way that the binder like kind of like folds your like breast flat or whatnot makes your chest a little bit lower than most men's. I think try not to trip about it too much. If you layer up clothing, that helps a lot. If you wear loose fitting clothing, I really like tight fitting clothing. So that can be a problem sometimes because people can sometimes see my binder through my clothing, especially when I'm wearing white clothing. So yeah, I have found that dark colors, layering up always helps. Button-up t-shirts, great too, or button-up shirts in general, really great. And yeah, I think that's about it. Try not to slouch so much. Slouching, I don't know, I feel like slouching kind of pushes it together, pushes it out. I mean, when you stand straight chested, I mean, like guys, a lot of guys have pecs or have like man boobs and stuff like that. And don't be afraid to stick your chest out, you know, especially if you're binding. If you've got the layers on, I mean, like some guys do have like chests. And I think that when you slouch, it tends to make it more noticeably boobs. So I feel like it helps if you stand straight, try to have good posture. Other than that, I don't really know if I have any tips. Yeah, I think that's about it. Alright, catch you guys later.